Hey guys, it's Bubbly. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy you stopped in to join me today. And if you are brand new to the channel, thank you for finding us. Come on in, get comfortable, join us for this speed build. And if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm releasing brand new content. So this project, this speed build here, is a project that I have been working on for a little bit of time. I would say maybe about a week or so, give or take a day or two, that I decided to change one of my previous builds that I did into a wedding venue. Now, when I originally built this, it was a mall and a skate park. So I think I built it around the time that seasons came out and we got the ice skating rink and the roller rink. I was pretty excited about having those items back in our game, so I did create a community lot that Sims could go to so they could roller skate and maybe do a little shopping. So the only dilemma with that is we do not have multifunction lots in The Sims 4, which is one of the things that I greatly wish for. I don't even know if it's something that they could do, but I would love it if we could have one lot that we could have many uses for, or not even many. It could be maybe 2 or 3. I would be happy with that. It would be awesome. So this original lot was called the Brindleton Skate and Mall, and it was basically a restaurant though, because it had a restaurant. The main portion of the build was a restaurant, and then there was a roller skating ring out in front, and then there were little shops attached to it. I think there was a clothing store, a furniture store, a shoe store, a bookstore, and like a bath and beauty store, which it was really cool. I really love this build. I just hate that most of it is not functional. So your Sims can't go there and buy anything because essentially it was a restaurant. So it functioned as a restaurant. It would be great for, you know, gameplay and just for the aesthetics of how it looks, but it really wasn't functional above and beyond a restaurant. Although your Sims could roller skate there as well. Anyway, long story, right, that I've kind of rambled on. Back to this build. So when I originally built the Brindleton Skate and Mall, I always had in my mind that I wanted to also convert this particular build into a wedding venue. When I started building it, I started getting wedding venue vibes from it, but I was really focused and determined to finish the mall that I had started, so I didn't want to stop that project and then, you know, just go in a completely different direction, because I did really like how the skate and mall turned out, but I always wanted to come back to this build and turn it into a wedding venue. So here we are doing just that. And the reason why I had a little flame put under my behind to get this done is because I am working on a machinima, and you guys, I am terrified. Not terrified is too strong of a word, but I am very nervous about this machinima because it is not something I have ever attempted to do, and I am feeling a bit overwhelmed, and I just want it to be something that I can be proud of. So I'm putting a lot of thought, a lot of time, a lot of pre-planning into process before I even start filming this machinima. And it is going to be a wedding, obviously. This is why we have the wedding venue. But it's going to be a wedding for my current household that I have been playing. So if you guys have been around the channel for a little bit, you may have seen my current household update that I posted a couple of weeks ago. It was kind of a longer video, you guys. I know I kind of rambled on quite a bit, but I was really excited to share with you guys the backstory of this family that was born in my game out of chance. Like, I had no intentions of starting a family or creating any type of legacy or anything like that, but you know, I just created a sim to use to play test a house that I had built, and I just kind of fell in love with her, and I started playing with her on my own off camera, and one thing led to another, and she ended up getting married to this really great guy, and they had a bunch of kids, and now the kids have grown up and they're starting their lives over, or starting their lives not over, but they're starting their lives. And then the founders actually ended up getting pregnant one last time, kind of later on in life. But you know, they were kind of feeling the empty nest thing. Dad was like, can we please have one more? And mom was like, are you crazy? We're almost done with the ones that we have. And in the end, they ended up getting pregnant. So they have one son that's getting married, and this is who the venue is being built for, is their son, who is marrying his childhood sweetheart, his fiance he has known since they were in elementary school, and they were the best of friends growing up. They did everything together, and that friendship just naturally blossomed into a very sweet, very beautiful relationship. So they've been together forever, and they absolutely adore each other. They're so freaking cute, and they're getting married. He just actually moved out of the house and proposed to her. Like, right before he moved out, he asked her to marry. He proposed, he asked her to marry him, and she of course said yes. And so she had been living in the house with the family, but you know, once they got engaged, he surprised her with the house, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. So anyway, if you guys want to get caught up on that story, as if I didn't give you enough information already, but there is tons more, because they have four kids? 5. I think they have one more on the way. So they'll have 5 total. And they all have some really interesting stories, very different personalities. So if you guys have any interest in hearing a bit of a story time, there's not really any gameplay associated with that video. It is strictly a story time about that family. And I also, you know, show them to you in the video. But if you are interested at all in that, I will have that linked at the end for you, or in the cards, so you can check that out if you want to hear about their lives. But that is why I decided to go ahead and convert this build into the wedding venue, because I need it. I need it for this wedding that I'm doing the machinima for, and it's going to be strictly a machinima for the actual wedding day, which I am so excited. I love weddings in The Sims. I don't normally have them too often because they can be kind of a pain. It gets kind of annoying that it's hard to get the Sims to do what you want them to do, and you know, it can be a headache. But I am looking forward to giving this my all, and hopefully it turns out to be something wonderful and fantastic that you guys will love and enjoy. And I can't wait to get it done, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I'm so excited to see how you guys like it, what you guys think of it. If you're interested in this type of content, if you enjoy machinimas or not, I'd be really interested in knowing what you guys think. So comment down below and let me know if machinimas are something that you watch or not. Do you just more like gameplay, or do you enjoy machinimas and gameplay? I'd be interested to know what you guys think. I personally love machinimas. I think they're a great way to tell a story. You can pack a lot of information into a short amount of time, but they do take a lot of time to make. So hats off to creators who are strictly machinima makers, because it is a ton of work and there are some really great creators out there. So, you know, I am definitely not trying to compare myself to anyone who makes machinimas, because I know I will in no way come close to them, but I am excited to give it a try and see what I can come up with. So for this venue, I was really wanting it to kind of have like I don't know, almost like an angelic feel, I guess would be the word for it. I used a lot of white and light colors. There are some pops of pink in there, but not too much. I really wanted a very white, light, bright, creamy, kind of angelic-y feeling venue. So I think I did pretty good with it. I actually absolutely love this venue. It's probably one of my most proud community lots that I have created. I spent a lot of time on trying to figure out how to place everything where I wanted things to be, and just having beautiful views at the venue. This lot that I built it on, it's in Windenburg on the island, and so there are some beautiful views of the ocean all around this lot. So I mean, it's so beautiful at night. Ugh, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys love it too. I hope you guys will download it and use it for your weddings, because I just think it's a beautiful venue. So you guys let me know what you think, and if you do download it and decide to use it, tag me so I can see what you're doing with it. I would love to see what you guys use my builds for, or even if you change them up and add things to it. I would love to see it, because like I always say, you guys are so creative and I love seeing what you guys are doing as well. So for the outside of this venue, the very front, when you first walk in, there's a giant fountain, and you pretty much can see the ceremony area and the reception area. So that takes up the very front lawn area, I guess is the best way to say it, of this lot. I have the ceremony area is fenced off with a, oh gosh, like the hedge fence, I guess is what it's called. And then across from that is where the reception area. So I imagined you come in for the ceremony and you wouldn't go directly necessarily to where the ceremony is going to happen, depending on what time you get there. You know, if you're late, then you're probably going to hightail it to your seat. But if you're getting there early, you're going to spend some time mingling, having some drinks, you know, greeting everyone, shedding a few tears of joy, and that type of thing. So there is a large building at the back of the lot, and that building has your dining area, and it has a full kitchen, so you can have a caterer come in and cook your meal and make sure you have your wedding cake and all of that. So that's right in the center of the building, and then in front of that is where all of the dining seating is, and there is also a bride and groom table there for them to sit that kind of looks over everybody else in the dining area. I really wish you could have your Sims sit that way, like you could designate seats for specific Sims so their bride and groom could sit at that table and no other table, but those are some of the limitations of the game, but it still looks beautiful. Also on the lower level of the building, there is a wedding cake and gift room, and then there's also like a lounge and bar area that's covered in the building. So the very bottom floor of the building only has 3 walls. So the very front is open up to the rest of the venue. So if you're going to the wedding cake and present room or to the covered lounge, you can still see everything that's happening outside because there's no wall separating this space from the rest of the lot, which I thought was really nice. I liked that idea. There's also bathrooms on either side of the building, and then on the second story of the building there is the bride and groom dressing rooms. So this is the area where the bride and the groom will head to before the ceremony so they can get their last preparations done, make sure your dress is perfectly primped, the groom's tie is perfectly in place, he's got the ring, everything's ready to go. Your groomsmen and your bridesmaids are with you in these rooms. It's separate rooms so they will not see each other before the wedding, and then each of those rooms has an attached bathroom just in case, you know, the nerves set in and your Sims gotta go pee-pees. So they have that available to them as well. So I really love the idea of having the bride and groom room, that sounds funny, but having that dressing room for the bride and the groom, a place to keep the Sims until the wedding actually starts. I really wish that there was like a, I don't know, some type of wedding pack. Like, I would love for one of the next packs that gets released to be all about weddings, or maybe less specific and more about creating parties or events. That would be really cool. I would really be excited for a pack like that, especially if it offers interactions that will be for specific events. That'll just make things a little bit easier, like weddings or birthdays and that type of thing. So fingers crossed that is something that we will get in the future. So you guys, I really hope you enjoy this build and that you think it's as pretty as I do, especially at night. It is gorgeous at night. So if you guys are in the market for a wedding venue, consider downloading this one. The download link will be in the description below if you would like to snag it for your game right now. You can do that. And if you would rather just head to the gallery and download it directly from there, I am also Bubblyzen on the gallery if you want to follow me there. I do builds about once a week. I try to get a build out about once a week. Things have kind of slowed down a bit just because I've been working on this machinima, and also because Get Famous came out, and you guys, I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely loving Get Famous, and I have been spending so much time playing on my own and just getting really familiar with the pack and just having fun with the acting career and doing all types of things. It's really, I will say, with the Get Famous pack, my Sims have increased their skill levels in so many different things so quickly just because they need to for the auditions. So I'm really enjoying this. She's doing quite well. Like, she's doing pretty good. So I can't wait to see how far she gets. I want her to win that award, the top award. So anyway, you guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. And again, if you aren't already subscribed and you enjoy the content today, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can become a member of the Bubble Fam. I release videos about 3 times a week. I have Let's Plays and challenges and speed builds and that machinima coming up. So you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. It's always a blast when you come hang out with me for a bit, and I greatly appreciate your time and your support. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.